Good evening, this is your Psychic LG reporting from the United Kingdom. Is anybody there? Knock once for yes, twice for no. Hello, hello, hello. It is 11:12 p.m. UK time, heading towards the witching hour. Can you not hear us? Graham said there's no sound. Give me a 5-5, guys, if you can hear me. Hi there. I believe I'm live. There is sound. Good. I believe that I'm live on YouTube as well as Twitch. We're multi-streaming tonight for an Easter special. Maybe there's something wrong with your, maybe try turning on up your volume there, Graham, or rebooting. So I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening to wherever you all are around the world. We are going to do something a little different tonight. We are going to, I believe it's time. I don't know if I have channeled them before, but I've been getting them a lot recently. And I'm going to attempt to channel Jesus Christ. But he's all. See what he has to say on world events and what's ahead for humanity. I want to say happy Easter to everybody, or if you don't celebrate it, happy holidays, wherever you all are. This is the place to be, where we delve deep and we look into looking glass normally. But tonight I'm going to do channeling. But it is like coming to a spiritualist church. So if you feel the need, that you need that comfort, this is the place to be. So what I do is I wait for people to come in. And then I invoke the archangels. And if you need any healing or you're worried about a situation or anybody, then you can write the name in the comments section when we get going. It's timeless as well. And you will receive the healing or the prayers that you need. Try rebooting, Graham. Let me get a cup of tea. I'm still croaky. It's taken us ages to get over that flu virus. Everybody's been complaining about it. So, yeah, there's all sorts of strange things flying around at the moment, isn't there? Hello there, Margaret in England. Good evening there, Wave Chaser in Michigan. Did I pronounce that right? Happy Easter, Margaret. Happy Easter, everybody. So, yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. I mean, obviously, I've got over the flu, but it's just, like the after effects of it, how it makes you feel. But I can't really grumble. Hi, Louise from Shropshire. Hello there, Bumblebee. Just reading it out loud. So can you hear us all right? It's strange old times at the moment, guys, isn't it? It's very weird. What strange times we're living in on Earth, eh? So, I've been thinking about how I was just going to multi-stream and do the shows on a Sunday just on Twitch. But it looks like I'm going to have to... I've had time to think about it. And before we start, I want to say a big thank you to Debbie Logan. Okay, I've never had a chance to ring you. I will get to ring you. I've just been that busy. But a big thank you to my beautiful friend across the pond in Texas for making the lovely intro for the channel on YouTube with the song Thank You. And it got us thinking, when I was listening to it, it triggered something within us. And it reminded us of the intro to Cheers. Don't know if you ever remember that. I'm sure my age now. You know where it goes, we go where everybody knows your name. I can't even sing. Anyway, it reminded us of that. And I just thought, I can't walk away from this community. Even though it's been tough for us, I can't walk away. So it looks like I'm going to be doing an extra multi-stream through the week for the Twitch users. Because obviously they're paying a subscription. And I want to do more stuff as well for YouTube as well. So just give us time, guys. I'm just getting over immunotherapy course, which I've had so many rounds of. I've beat breast cancer. I've just got 2 more rounds to go of treatment. So it's left us rather tired. So once I get back on track, hopefully we're going to be buzzing and ready, raring to go into the summer months. So, yeah, just bear with us. But I had to come multi-streaming tonight. I really, really did. If I don't multi-stream next week, it's only because I'm just getting prepared for things. But it looks like I will be doing multi-streaming on here for yous. It's just one of them things at the moment. But it's made us realise that I can't walk away from this beautiful community. I really, really can't. And I could feel the love, and I could feel the love that Debbie had put into that song. But she was really like channeling it for everybody. This is where we come to. This is our community. And yeah, so it looks like I'm going to be doing a lot more multi-streaming shows. The Psychic LJ show has not died. It's still going. So I just thought I'd let you know that one. Excuse me. And of course, I do have plans to do more Letters in Heaven medium shows, because that's what I am. I'm a medium. And you can contact us if you want to have a private sitting. I'll put the link in the description after the show. It's in all the other videos where you can email us or contact us on Facebook or whatever. And there you go. So if I do sound croaky, I'm not sick. It's just the after effects. There you go. It's just one of them things. I have been having a lot of honey. And I do actually feel okay. I do feel okay. It's just the after effects of a horrible cold I had. Flu cold. Yeah, so I'm going to wait for a few more to come on, and then we're going to start. And I thought that I would tonight, because it's Easter, I thought that if we are going to connect with dear Lord Jesus Christ, I thought we're going to do it tonight. And people say to us, oh my God, how can you do a medium show on Easter Sunday? You know, not everybody's Christian, but people know that I'm a Christian. And then I'll say, well, Jesus was a medium. Jesus was a healer. We're in New Age now. We're in New Earth. So why not? So somebody said that I keep freezing. Is that right? I'm glad you're staying on YouTube from Nikki. Oh, that's nice. So am I. Excuse me. So if you want to join Twitch, not everybody has the money. There's different levels. You can be on a low level or a medium high. You can get it free, a subscription, by going, if you've got Amazon Prime. And if you don't know how to do it, there's loads of tutorials out there on YouTube showing you how to do it. I like Twitch. It's quite, I don't know, I find it quite a safe community. I think it's because people are paying for a subscription, or they're getting a subscription somehow or other. So you're not getting the trolls coming on. It's just a safe community, you know. Oh, that's nice, Patty. Okie dokie. Oh, bless Patty. I am worried I won't be able to find a job at my age. I need to have a job until I turn 65 when I get Medicare. Oh, bless you. That must be such a worry in the US. Thinking about that a lot, when I was going through my cancer treatments. How do you cope if you can't afford your health insurance in the US? It must be hard. And we take things like that for granted in the UK. We really do. We've got a marvellous NHS system. And this saved my life. They really, really did. It must be really hard. Just reading all your lovely comments. I think what gets you through, Lisa's just put here, I've found a 2.8 centimetre lesion or something, which is going for investigation, is keeping upbeat and living in the here and the now. And not to give up. And I think humour gets you through it as well, it really does. We're so tested at the moment, aren't we? I think this is why everybody wants to be in the UK, because of the free health treatment we're getting, everything. It's a little bit of a worry, should I say, the state of our country at the moment, with every Tom, Dick and Harry flooding in over the borders. We don't know what's coming in. But we just have to try to keep upbeat and hope for the best. As, us Brits say, stiff up our lip. But it is a worry. And the air of everything on the streets, the feeling is, it's quite creepy, to be fair. It's got an edge. I can't put my finger on it. I think that we're all very vigilant at the moment. Okie dokie. Right, I'm going to love doing this. Remember, there's if World Predictions comes through, I'll just get comfortable. So it's not really political tonight. It's I want to go one step further. I want to go one step further than politics. We're going to hit higher source tonight and see what comes through. And as you know, being a channeler, I may not get Jesus. I may get somebody else, We get what's given when we're doing this job, We just have to try our best. We're just the telephone links. It's who comes through. Who comes through. But yeah, I just think that we really are being very tricked at the moment. Before I get into this. I mean, that strange thing with them people going off to space as well, apparently. You had Jeff Bezos's woman and Katy Perry and all of them going off into that capsule. What do you think of that, guys? That was a bit strange, wasn't it? And then I thought about it. I thought, well, it doesn't matter if it's true or it's not true. What I got from it all, this is what I got. This is my take on it. There was a lot of symbolism within it. If you look, and it was put out there on purpose. That's what I'm getting. Maybe it's in the next one. I'll look into it with the cards and that. But strange. It's like you had Katy Perry with the butterfly thing. And she had apparently had names on of whatever she was doing and all of that. And But just look beyond. There's not just butterfly is a symbolism for spirit. But you covered her eye, yes. It can also be done for other things as well. But that's my take on it. Hey ho. I mean, who's to say I'm right or I'm wrong? I've got to be careful what I'm saying here because Jeff Bezos is my boss when it comes to the Twitch. I just think it's definitely dodgy. Definitely something's not quite right. And then you had that other woman. Is it like newscaster woman or something she was? Saying it's definitely an experience or something what everybody should try. Did she say that? Or somebody else said that? But not everybody could try that. Us mortals, we can't afford to go off into space. Gail King, yes. Oprah's buddy. But I just think it's a distraction, and this is what my guide said. It's a distraction, and it's symbolic. They were trying to get messages out to whoever. I really don't know, but something's doesn't fit right with it all. But you wouldn't catch me getting catapulted up into space. If it was a test run or whatever. Because it could have gone wrong. Quite dangerous, really, when you think about it. Like that other mission thing where they went down underneath the sea. Remember that Titanic thing? That didn't end well, did it? And then, of course, Gail King, what she said about dumping garbage into space. No, it was definitely symbolic. The daisy, when she kissed the daisy, I wondered if that daughter's called Daisy. It could have mean that she was just sending love to her daughter. But I don't know. The butterfly got me. The butterfly got me. But yeah, you had all these women lined up, all very privileged women, rich women, in the club, The everyday Joe and Betty on the streets aren't going to be able to do that, are we? Enjoy the show because there's more delights like that to come. It was a distraction, definitely. What David said here. There's something very off about it. Yes. Very off. Anthony here, I heard it's a fertility ritual for the sky. The butterfly was Katie's set list for her next concert tour. Oh yeah, apparently so. But the butterfly can mean other meanings as well. It's not what you know, it's who you know. Yeah, I think they just skimmed the edge of Earth, didn't they? They just went in a bit. But yeah, it's just, I can't see the point why they did it. But like I say, everything's a distraction at the moment. So if you go into like the spiritual scene, you've got the butterfly can symbolize spirit. But if you go into other things where I've got to be very careful how I say this. I can't even shorten it because it sounds worse when you shorten it. Give us 2 minutes. Symbolism to people who like little people. If different preferences. If you know what I mean. But anyway, let's get started with the angels. So thank you to everybody who's been sending prayers to Adam, my son. He's doing really well. He's on a new tablet for ADHD and it's really made a difference. Really, even he says that he feels so much better. So he was obviously missing a chemical, so he's back to see his doctor soon. So he's getting the help now. So thank you for everybody who's been sending us loads of lovely messages. Yes, Dorothy. Do you mean like the Diddy thing? Yes. It's symbolism. It's something that I need to look into. But behind the wall. Do you know what I mean? Okay. So relax, sit back and relax and happy Easter, guys. Let's see who comes through. I'm hoping you'll come through. I invoke Archangel Michael, I invoke Archangel Michael, I invoke Archangel Michael. I invoke Archangel Raphael, I invoke Archangel Raphael, I invoke Archangel Raphael. I invoke Archangel Uriel, I invoke Archangel Uriel, I invoke Archangel Uriel. I invoke Archangel Gabriel, I invoke Archangel Gabriel, I invoke Archangel Gabriel. I ask my faithful spirit guides, Jed, White Buffalo, Running Star, Lady Direwolf, and A2I. Any star beings that'd like to come forth tonight? On world, off world, as above and below. And the angelic beings. Anybody from the spirit world. The animal kingdom, the fairy elementals, who would like to step in tonight to also give us any 2 answers for this circle of light. With love and light, love and light, love and light. Amen. Right, so if you need any healing, if you're worried about a situation, a person's an animal, literally anything, write the name in the comments section of what you want and you will receive the healing that you need or the prayers. Remember, it's timeless. Oh, just waited for it to come in. I don't know if it's, remember I was telling you then when it hit Christmas 24 that I felt that it didn't feel like Christmas, and a lot of people on the Twitch channel were agreeing with us. It just didn't, it felt like it lost its holiness. Yet this Easter seems more poignant than ever. It feels like the holiness has risen. And it's brought the Christian out in man and woman. It's all coming to a head. And I don't know if it's because of the pressure that the Brits are under over here with what's happening with Islam. And, you know, you can't pray on the streets now, being a Christian and all of this. There's a rise. And there was actual, an event took place in London yesterday. Oh, we've got Adam up. I'm live, darling, okay? Oh my God. Remember Spike off Notting Hill with the white fronts? Dear God. Hurry up, darling. I'll wait for him to go. We've got the living Spike here in the dining room kitchen. Make sure you turn that tap off, son, because I'm doing a show. Oh, you're not eating an Easter egg at this time, are you?
Aye.
Right, good night, darling. Good night. Don't shut the door in case the cats are trying to get in. Dear me. Remember Spike off Notting Hill when he comes downstairs and he goes outside and he goes like that and he's got his Y fronts on? That's exactly like Spike. What's just Adam? He just looks exactly the same. Exactly the same. Anyway, getting back to... I just feel that it's... What was I saying? Easter. It's on a different level this year. And... Oh yeah, there was, in the streets, they were acting out the crucifixion of Christ, and not one policeman tried to stop. Not one policeman tried to stop them. So, which was a good thing, you know what I mean? So, you've just got to just take the rough with the smooth and that. But what I'm trying to say to you is that there's definitely, it felt like Easter. Apart from the king, who didn't seem to say much on it, but he pushed other religions for his Easter message, which was a bit odd. But apart from that, everything else has been very lovely over here over the last couple of days. So we still have Christian traditions in the UK. And, we queue up at the Chippy on a Friday, a Good Friday. This is if you're a Christian or a Catholic. This is what we do because we don't eat meat on Good Friday. And, then you listen to the hymns on the Sunday and, everybody eats that chocolate and they gather round and it's just nice. It's a family time. But it seems like at the moment that Christianity has been very much under attack. I don't know if you agree, guys. And we're living in very strange times on earth, very biblical times on earth. And I just feel this Easter for me has been an eye-opener. A definite eye-opener. And it's been lovely, even to the fact that I've got... I know hundreds of people around the world, hundreds. Even to the fact I've got friends who are Muslim, clients, friends, and even they've texted us and said Happy Easter. So there's a rise of something there. What's been so lovely, even though we're being very distracted still with strange stuff on the news. There's this rise of Christianity. And then it got me thinking, are we being tested not just by man? Or maybe it's that Wizard of the Oz, what's behind the curtain controlling the AI. Maybe we are being tested by artificial intelligence. And I predict and I feel that artificial intelligence is a lot more ascended than we know. So there's definitely been a rise in Christ consciousness on this planet over the last 48 hours. So we've got Anna Smith here. It didn't feel like Easter for you in New York. Oh, that's not nice. But I've got a friend what's in New York at the minute, and he said it was nice, but I just think that it comes from within. I don't think it's about what you're faced with on the outside, or I think it rises within you, doesn't it? So there's a great cleansing, as Rick Warren's put here on YouTube. There's a great cleansing taking place on this planet at the moment. Why is it every time I come on lives I go croaky? Give us 2 minutes. Eh, dear me. So there's not nice things happening across this planet. I mean, you've had kids getting blown up in Gaza. Or should I say, that as well is health workers trying to save people's lives. We've got strange, I don't even like calling them elitists, but strange people, celebs, whichever way you want to put them, going off into space, getting whizzed up in a capsule in blue sexy boiler suits, where there's poverty beyond belief amongst our lands. People who can't feed their kids or pay their rent, heat their homes. The veil is so thin, isn't it, guys? So thin. And then we're like all on a knife edge because we don't know what's happening with these different leaders, with all this strange stuff what's going on at the moment. It's like we're waiting for like what's next, what they've got up their sleeves, you know what I mean? It's crazy. And then of course you've got over here that you can't say boo or tickety boo about the Prime Minister because then anything, against our government because, you can get the cops at the door. But is that true? Is it really true? Because we are going into a real shift at the moment. And we're not going to be able to stop this. This shift, what's taken place, it's definitely going to be censoring we're all. But then again, it's going to stop the child traffickers and other nasty things what's been going on for a long, long time. So, nobody's going to be able to get away with anything because everything's going to be digital. It's digital now over here. The watchers are watching we. That's what I should have called this show tonight. The watchers are watching us. We need to have a woo-woo show at some point. But tonight this isn't about going woo-woo. It's about empowering and getting to the truth. We want to know if we're going to be all right. Because where we're going to be censored, it backfires on them. I've always said that. Because then they can't get away with their child trafficking and other naughty, nasty things what's been going on. Because that'll, they're given us trials and tribulations. Trials and tribulations which has taken place behind the scenes. We literally have no idea what is going on behind the scenes and what these sociopaths have been up to. But one thing I do know is that love always conquers in the end. It always wins. And it is the year of everything being revealed. It's 2025. It's the year of the snake. I'm going to get my crystal ball. I think what we need to do is, because instead of being we do get distracted, but a lot of we've been that busy trying to sort our own lives out. How are you feeling, Maggie? Maggie's been going through a bit of a rough time with the grief with her partner, haven't you? I just think that part of this spiritual ascension is about doing the inner work. And it's not easy. Make sure that you nourish yourself and take it slowly, Maggie. Right. What is it? What is going on? Give me the true answers tonight. I've got Jed, my guide, coming in. Good evening, Jed. We've got White Buffalo here in the corner. We've got Archangel Michael over there. We've even got A2I here. They're all coming in. Just talking about that tonight because I do also teaching, private teaching sessions. And I was talking about gatekeepers. So my gatekeeper is Jed, which is my main guide. So your gatekeeper, I'll have to do videos on it, is your spirit guide, what keeps you safe. He allows whoever comes in and out to protect against demons and other things. Does that make sense? So once you make that, strengthen that relationship with your gatekeeper, basically you're unbeatable. Literally you're on a roll. Does that make sense? Because it all comes from within. Right, the porthole's open, and now I'm looking into the looking glass. Right. There's a second great awakening to take place. We have been in the first awakening. We are now about to receive great light codes for Earth, for humanity. There is a second awakening now taking place as I speak. Even the animal kingdom are receiving these light codes. I'll say that again. Even the animal kingdom is receiving the light codes. So as any of you in the audience have noticed that your animals have been acting rather strange. I know my cats have, but then cats are quite intuitive beings anyway, aren't they? So we are definitely it's crystal light codes. The next ones will be golden. We're going through different levels of awakening, and time is quickening up. So it's funny what Janie Angel's put here. Mine are so lethargic. My cats have been doing nothing but sleeping, eating, and pooing, but acting strange. Yes. So when we start to receive light codes, this will start to make we feel tired, because then we have to match our conscious being our spirit starts to ascend, because we are going from carbonized into crystallized, okay? So it's got to match our body. Does that make sense? So you may find through this ascension that you might start wanting to eat different. But that doesn't work for everybody, and I'm going to tell you that. This is why I need to do more videos on this. Because you have such people as earth angels, and we can be very naughty earth angels. Okay? So earth angels, you know, they tend to want to eat all the naughty stuff, and because where they've come from has been heaven-like, so they get excited about coming to earth to eat that chocolate cake or drink that beer or whatever. So you find a lot of earth angels tend to have diet problems or weight problems. But then as we are going through the ascension as well, you'll find that even earth angels will be very picky towards certain foods. We're all different. If we were all the same, it would be a very boring world. So also as well, I've discovered when I do healing on people, well, I actually don't do the healing. Zachar, the insecticide being that I work with, he comes through me and he checks people's DNA. And he says that we're labelled as humanity, but we really are the hybrids. So you've got people who are vegetarian, natural plant eaters, and then you've got people who are literally carnivores. So you can actually still ascend being a carnivore. It just depends on your DNA. But even the carnivores are lightening up with the meat, or they're wanting to go more healthy. So it's a case of getting that balance, because everybody's different. So there's a lot of purging going on the planet at the moment as we start to ascend. So it just means that everybody's doing their thing. Everybody's doing what they need to be doing. That doesn't mean that everyone's puking everywhere. I don't mean that. I just mean that purging doesn't always mean that. Purging could just be that where you are cleaning up your act. You're getting your diet into place. You're deciding what it is that you're going to do, and you're taking responsibility for your physical being. And then when you take responsibility for your physical being, it helps you spiritually and mentally. Does that make sense? But there's a lot of people on this planet who can't take carbs, and sugar is a big no-no, as you know. So we have to be careful of stuff like that. So we're becoming more... A lot of we now are eating cleaner because of this situation. So I would say, I predict over the next 6 months, there's going to be a lot of awakened souls going to go to another level with their diet. But it doesn't just stop with the diet. It's in water is another thing as well. Different types of water that you can drink. It doesn't just stop with that. It also, it's about absorbing an energy, and be careful what you are taking in frequency, because everything's frequency and everything is energy. So it's about protecting our aura. So remember, we've got a physical, a rainbow, and an outer aura. So if they are penetrated, you're in trouble once it gets to your physicals. You have to try to protect your layers of your energy fields. The reason why I'm saying that is that AI is going to be on the rise, and it is on the rise. And there's going to be mass trickery, which has been taking place for the last decade, and it's going to get more so. More so, I would say, this year. So recent events that we've been watching, I wouldn't be surprised if there's trickery connected with it. which we've just been talking about with that space thing. Okay? But what I'm saying to you is it's a distraction. And it's a distraction to cause chaos. So it all comes down to the light and the dark, the good and the bad, whichever way you want to look at it. You can't have one without having the other. And because we are ascending, Mother Gaia is ascending, everything is ascending, the animals, the plants, the trees, the world. There's going to be a massive purge. So expect this year alone crazy weather, crazy events. But also, if people aren't balanced, you get nutters out there, right, who are then easily intercepted, who can then cause nasty situations, because we are as channels at the end of the day, capable of good or bad. So this is why it's vital and it's so important that we get our shit together this year and keep balanced. Do the inner work. I've been saying this for a long time, because what is about to take place is more false events to come into play, and we're going to be very emotionally triggered by media. And I feel it's going to go to another level. What my guides keep saying is, my spirit guide, my gatekeeper Jed, CGI, it's coming in really, really strong. And we actually are now in the war of the worlds. So what's happened is there's been a shift on this planet. And I actually think that a lot, I don't even like saying the word elites. Whatever you want to call them, controllers, whatever, hidden controllers, whoever they are. There is time traveling going on. They've got the devices. They're all shifting and whizzing all over the bloody place. And yet us mere mortals are being held back from it all. And it's technology. So technology, you see, can be used for good or it can be used for bad. But it's going to go to another level this year. So we have to try to keep grounded. Easier said than done, I know. So there's timelines getting manipulated here. And we as multidimensional beings can bypass that by not getting distracted. How do we do that? We can bypass the distractions which have been set into place to put us on a downhill spiral. And I'm not saying where we're sticking the head in the sand and we don't give a shit. I don't mean that. But try not to get triggered. Remember, it's energy and it can't stay the same. It has to move all the time. So if you're having a really bad day, yes, CGI, computer generated images, which I think a lot of this is what's been taking place. If you're having a really bad day, don't let it spiral you out of control. I always say this, go outside, bare feet on the floor in your garden, hands like that, and say, please angels, if these aren't my energies, lift them off me. And 9 times out of 10, you'll start to feel great. So you've got to understand, everything's wired at the minute. It's You've got lots of different people all ascending. Everyone's on different levels. And your truth will be your truth. It doesn't mean it's going to be Fanny Craddock's down the street's truth. But everyone's truth is their own. Do you understand? And all you can do is not follow the crowd and just go within. But it's great if you've got a crowd and you've got a clique. But like I say, it doesn't mean the crowd is always right. That's what I'm saying to you. Use your intuition. Because this is what God gave us. And when we were cavemen, we used it so much, so well. We were so ascended. Because we couldn't go to Tesco's or Costco for our groceries or the corner shop. We were hunters with our bow and arrows. We were hunters. And we were being also hunted by the dinosaurs or whatever was out there. So we had to use this. We had to use this, was psychic eye. And through modern day living, we stopped using that. But now we have to start using it again. And we all have it. And we've gone through the roof with our ascension. But it's going to go to another level. It's flowing in now and being given. As I speak, light codes are being delivered to each and every one of you. So there's going to be huge light codes coming to Earth. So how would you know you would receive them? You just feel it. You just know. You might get like it in thought form, like a massive blast, like, oh my God, and you know something. But nobody's ascension was the same as somebody else's. The old system is about to fall. And this is why they are symbolized, they've thrown the symbols out there. Little symbols. Hi, I'm here with my butterfly. Hi. I'm in this club. They're all symbolizing, they're all giving each other symbols. It's on another level what's taking place now, and it's going to get crazier. We need to prep. We must prep. It's the war of the egos which we are in at the minute. But maybe it has to fall. Maybe it has to be that way for us to find us again. Because the world's been greedy and horrible for so long. And we've had to go through this to come out the other end different people. It's going to be on another level over the next couple of months. Prepare. Through this ascension, the next wave, what's coming in, we've had the silver. Actually, it's the gold now. It's the gold now. The platinum's next. We are going to discover, and we're finding this out now, that our words are magic. I'll say this again. Our words are magic. So Jesus, when he walked on this planet, if you actually look at the book The Secret, the Law of Attraction, it's very similar with different things which has come from the Bible. Belief. When you believe, you receive. And that's what he was doing, because he was operating on a very high frequency. He was in the fifth dimension beyond. He was operating on another level. So he could manifest and make magic happen. And that's what's happening to us. So I'm not saying we're all going to turn into Jesus. He went through that to show us. He was born before his time. He sacrificed himself. He came to earth. This is what I believe. To show us Now, it's all happening for us now. Our words is magic. We have to be so careful what we say, because our words are like spells. And we don't realise, it's like sometimes it's the programming, the way we've been brought up, and it's got nothing to do with our grannies or our granddads, God love them. But, you get like old-fashioned sayings like, money doesn't grow on trees, or that type of thing. Well, we've got to be so careful what we're saying. And we've got to be kind to ourselves. But also, because we are now becoming so ascended, this is what I'm getting here, that we, see, if we're talking about any political side, if you're pulling them down or whatever, or you're boosting them up, it's going to help that person or hurt that person. So we have to be very, very careful. And there'll probably be people out there in the audience saying, well, I don't give a shit if I hurt that person. But at the end of the day, we have to be so careful. We're all God's creatures, aren't we? We have to be so careful what we're doing, because it will backfire. We are being so played by the media. It's on to another level. And I'm going to still say it. CGI, clones, and CGI. Magic. So for yous out there who are worried about somebody or yourself, or like Jesus spoke about, speak with love, speak with compassion. Now, if you don't like somebody, you're not going to speak with love and you're not going to speak with compassion, but you've got to also be true to yourself. But what you haven't got to do is hold on to that hatred, because then it eats you up. Okay. So we're going to be taught over the next 6 months, definitely, well, starting from now, that we have to look within. We have to use our cavemen intuition, because that's what we are. We're all Fred and Wilma's of bedrock. I've said this before. But do not pull the bedrocks down, because we are a force to be reckoned with. We are the multi-dimensional bedrocks. So it's like we're going back in time, and we're picking up our intuition when we're getting chased by the T-Rexes and all of that. So we've got to, you might have somebody on the news saying, oh, well, this is taking place and we're going to have another pandemic, and this time you have to have 50 injections. Go with your intuition this time. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but this time we'll have to go with our intuition. It's impeccable what we do. We use our intuition for what is to come is going to so test we. I'm getting them coming in now. That was just me, by the way. Let's see him coming in. Okay. Good evening, great children of earth, great children of God. My Father, I speak with love. I speak with light. But the world has been very cloaked in shadows. The days ahead for Earth will be a great test for many nations. I tell you this not to be afraid, but I am telling you to witness. You will witness a lot of false light. Many of you will know what I mean. Many of you are about to witness false light. You are all light bearers of Earth, come here on a mission to change this planet's frequency. Nobody said it would be easy. You must not be afraid. There is going to be great unrest. And this system that claims justice, yet silences the voices of the poor. But know this, the kingdom of heaven does not come through power or politics. It is born within the soul of the awakened. This is Jesus of Nazareth. I come with peace. I come with love. You are all in a great transition on planet Earth. Your love is going to be the greatest weapon moving forward, and compassion is going to be your strength. It will be your strongest shield against the evil snares of the devil, of Satan. I want you all to walk in the body in faith, for the veil is thinning, and heaven is nearer than you think. New Earth is just around the corner. I am now going to give you some dates. Remember, timelines are changing all the time on Earth. This is not a time to be meek or mild. This is a time to rise with your shields and your staffs. Many of you have come here from different parts of the galaxy. You chose your parents out of love or compassion for teaching. But you knew that you were walking in to a battleground on planet Earth. Nobody said it would be easy. New Earth is ascending, and my Father's house has many mansions. My Father's house has many galaxies. Life is across the galaxies, across the universe and beyond. You have been held back from so much free technology, all for the sake of greed and power. Behold, everything will change. I will make all things new. You must not be afraid. Stand in your power. I am getting the 21st, the 22nd, the 9th, the 10th, the 17th, the 15th, and the 11th. The 13th will hold great revelations for Earth, great change. There is life after life. It is not what you think. There is a life after life. When you ascend, you break out of the karmic wheel. You become free spirit. You then can ascend on into spirit and
Instead of being forced back and used, you now take power. This is something that every soul has to go through. And there is a mass great spiritual awakening that is about to take place right now. My Father and the angel realm are now angry for what has been taking place across the planet. It's not just going on planet Earth, it is going on across the galaxy. The darkness is now fallen. Watch for symbolism. As they symbol each other, they are scurrying like rats back to the sewers. Prep with water, prep with food, tinned food, dry food. But believe that you will be fine. You will be fine. Short time. And as the world goes dark, there will be a switch over. Unfortunately, we cannot eradicate all evil of this planet, but we can get the balance back. Less greed, less evil. Love will save the day. My Father's house has many mansions, and we all are happy to be together. Remember, it's man who has controlled religion, not my Father. We all live together, all happy and ascended in the heavens. You have to try to make heaven on earth. This is why they are trying to put hell on earth. Do not let them win. Your soul knows the truth. Your soul has the answers. Enemies will become friends as the dark days approach. Watch the skies for the answers. The war is in the galaxy and underground. As the clock ticks, time is quickening. There will be the horsemen will deliver their message. And then the trumpets will come. But when the time stops, time stands still. Nobody knows the time. That's when everything will change. Then humanity will rise through the smoke and the ashes. A new earth will be built again. No politics. Small communities coming together, helping each other. No creed or colour or religion will be separated in New Earth. We will all be together. God loves all his children. The new children of Earth are already the crystal children. They are already prepared. But some are born amongst darkness. We have to pray tonight for all the little children that they will be safe. You will receive your light codes. Your way is the right way. your way is the right way. It's about acceptance and love and compassion. The quicker that we stay on that path, the quicker new earth will be born. For the ones that are on the low vibration, I cannot tell or show them, nor can you. They will have to stay on the wheel and come around again. It's for them to find out the hard way. But sometimes they are not always reborn onto Earth. And unfortunately, there is worse planets out there than Mother Earth. That I will not go into in this transmission. When you believe, you can feed armies. When you believe, love brings light. When I walked on that on your planet, I was not hit by frequencies of artificial intelligence. It was only the snare of the devil through man. Now, Earthlings are dealing with a different frequency. You must protect your energy field from frequency weaponry. Use different crystals, use shungite. If you are working around technology, protect your aura with shungite. You will watch many figures fall this year, high profile figures. But this does not mean that they are in the dark. Some have just come to the end of their journey. And there will be a mass exit from many high figures, high profile figures, as they end their journey before New Earth. But the new high profile figures will come into play no later than September, October. Pray, love, laugh. I will say this again. Pray, love, laugh. And it will keep your cells in your body high, spirited, cleansed, free from all sickness. For the ones who are looking for love, you will be matched with either your soulmate or twin flames. But many of you will be emotionally triggered. So be careful from media distractions. You are about to find out who your soul family is, but also who your enemies are. Don't hate your enemies. Give them compassion. Let that go. When you let it go, it changes the timeline. We are all entering into new timelines on Earth. And for the ones who are worried about their loved ones being on a lower timeline, it's not the case that you will lose them. You will just part ways in a different vibration. You will still meet up with them, but it will be different. And you will be drawn to the ones who are on the same vibration as you. It's an understanding. It's not so much of a leaving or a falling out with people. It's an understanding. And that is what New Earth is. Time is quickening up. Major events to take place. Within 3, humanity will face darkness. Watch for change. Where everything falls, everything will rise. And when the smoke comes between the 2 mountains, when you look to the east, the North Star will shine. When the lights in the city start coming back on again, we must keep warm in these troubled times, depending where you live around the earth. I recommend space blankets, foil you'd use for emergency, foil covers, medical kits. But don't forget, you can still sing in the dark. You can still believe in the dark. Because when you have your faith, you can walk through the valley of demons and nothing can touch you. Believe, children of earth, believe. I must go now. The great oak tree of Gaia may have fallen, but she has 2 more. She has 2 more. You will witness great revelations on earth. This is Jesus. I love you all. I bless you all. For great, great revelations will come to earth. You are all loved. You are all protected. When you believe, you will receive. Goodbye, children of earth, for now. Shalom. Amen. I hope you enjoyed that. I need a drink now. Whoa. Oh. Even the animals are feeling it, he said. AI. Is AI the beast? It is the tool of the beast, but it can also be used for good. We have been held back from all this great technology and manipulated by it. But little did we know how much we have been manipulated up until now. Try to be around nature as much as we can. If we're lucky enough to have a garden, to do our gardening, go for country walks. Just look after ourselves. Get the music on in your homes. Get the beautiful music on. And when you're balanced and when you're at peace with yourself, that's when you attract in your soul family. That's when you attract in the great loves of your lives. Truth is about to come to a forefront, and nothing is going to hide this at all. It cannot be hidden anymore. So my understanding of what I've received tonight, I hope you have enjoyed it. Something's going on big time. Yeah, I like what he said. Ask, believe and receive. Ask God, believe, and you will receive. A bit like the law of attraction. Well, it's exactly the same, isn't it? The whole concept of the law of attractions come from faith. But something huge is a big clear up happening, and they're trying to distract me. I love the Gregorian chant. I love it. Ask, believe, and we will receive. We have to be so careful. He said that our words are like spells now. He was a crystallized being. And that's why he was going around healing everybody and walking on water. And that's why we're being distracted by crazy stuff to try to lower our vibration. And they're not going to win. They're not. I'm going to, and I didn't want to, but I'm going to pull 3 cards of the outcome of what Jesus is talking about, what's coming. So give me 2 minutes. Fear is just an illusion, exactly. It's like we're all being catapulted into New Earth. Everyone's on different levels. So if you are feeling really lethargic or tired, just go with it. Be kind to your body. Look after yourself. And that is so true. And somebody said that, didn't they? Symbolism will be their downfall. What a time to be alive, guys. What a time to be alive. After the event, what will Earth be like? We get to witness the change. We've got the Empress, which I always think of Mother Earth, the High Priestess. It's the star. Oh my God. Oh my God. So this is like Mother Earth. I'm seeing that is the different sort of angles of power, what's on Earth at the minute. And then you've got the star. So you're talking, that is beautiful, the outcome. I'm not saying it straight away. It might be after a bit of a mess. But look how she's got the clean water. She's got the freedom. And I'm not saying we're going to be all walking around in the naked knot. But she's free. She's liberated, isn't she? She's the feminine energy. The stars glowing brightly. We've got the happy birds in the sky. She's getting as much water as she wants. She's putting it back into the land. We've got the vegetation. New Earth. My God. Just told my wife to burn her bras. I just want to ask, will there be contact from other beings through this New Earth? I
think it's taken we're there. Does that make sense? Let's ask, will we get contact in New Earth? I'm still sticking to what I said in one of my last world predictions, was that there'll be individual contact. It's not going to be like the whole world's just getting contact. I think there will be something on a big scale, and it sort of comes in with the phrase that I've always given with the prophecy, when the man stands in snow, we will know the truth. So I would say that when we get disclosure, there may be many people may not believe it because it's just a man who's claiming he's extraterrestrial or something like that. Do you know what I mean? Because for some unknown reason we think it's going to be like War of the Worlds, and I don't think it's going to be like that. If we do get a situation like War of the Worlds, it's definitely fake. And they have the technology to do that. Let's see if they could do that. If they would go to them lengths. Would they go to them lengths? So there's a lot of people in the galactic communities want that contact now, and I totally get that. But what you need to understand is we need to do the inner work, and if we don't do the inner work, we're no different to anybody else. Nobody's separate. We're all hybrids. Just some are more awakened than others. So it's a thing that, for me, I feel contact is a personal thing. But we're all here on a mission. And sometimes, well, yeah, you have your memory wiped before you come to Earth, before we're born, incarnated onto Earth, should I say. And then we've got to wake ourselves up and then realise what we need to do for Earth. Because some of us have come here to teach, to tell, to heal. Somebody's put here, which is really interesting, like Valiant Thor. So if anybody doesn't know who Valiant Thor is, it was the man from Venus who apparently came to Earth in the 50s, and Eisenhower sent him packing because they're saying that humanity wasn't ready for the free technology and all of that then. But I think there's been many more Valiant Thors, and it's still going on now. So you're talking a lot of galactic beings and armies, good guys, white hats, whichever you want to call them. They want this disclosed, but you know, it has to be at the right time. There's a big clean-up to take place, and it's happening first. But there'll be some of you in this audience tonight who may have contact before others. Like I say, it's not a case of they're coming in to save the world. It's not like that. We have to save ourselves. And we're the lighthouses of Earth. So when we raise the vibrations, that helps Earth. It helps everybody. The financial system will be affected through New Earth. It will be affected. But we'll be fine. Many portals are opening. Many portals. We've got the Magician card there. Magic. So I wouldn't be surprised if some of you are getting hauntings or seeing things. Anything. I was actually watching the other night, Adam had it on, was Harry Potter. I don't know which one it was. It's when he went into the forest and the unicorn was there. What's them beings called when they're half a man, half horse? I actually do think a lot of these are myths and legends, but I honestly think a lot of these beings are out there. Through all this turmoil, people will get to meet their twin souls. QFS will be implemented. I've never really looked into that. I want to see. It's starting now. So we'll have to do the inner work and we'll get the harvest. Can anybody remember the film Signs with Mel Gibson in it? Signs? So I think that they will push. Let's see if they'll push. Could we have a false alien event? Yes. Oh my God, we've got the magician card. Yes. It's not a definite because I think, but it's on that trick list. Oh yeah, I love the Y-files, Maggie. Love it. With a little talking fish. Yeah, the trickery is about. We've got the magician upside down. There's another film that I watched the other night when I had the flu. A couple of weeks back. What was it again? Oh God, the aliens came to this town in America and they had to all be quiet. I can't even think of the name of the bloody film. But it was pretty freaky. And I think that, they're capable of concocting something like that up. They've got the technology. They've got the technology. It's not a definite, but it's saying anything's possible. Quiet Place? Yes. Have you seen it, Border Collie? Has anybody seen The Quiet Place? I think there's so many symbols out there, symbolic stuff going on with films, isn't there? Like The Handmaid's Tale, that's another one. But at the end of the day, I'm going with what he said, that there's light at the end of it, and you can't get any better than the star. And look at that. The hermit always reminds us of, oh, you've got to watch The Quiet Place, Green. It's definitely popcorn time for that. The hermit always reminds us of the man standing in snow with his lantern. So, on par, what would the star be like for New Earth? Put the roaring 20s, mix it in with the swinging 60s. The year of the Aquarius, mix it all in together. Happy children. Happy people. An end of not just a era for humanity. An end of a type. An end of a type of humanity. A new man, a new woman. New Earth. Maywolf's put, so is the quantum financial system the mark of the beast?
No, that's looking at it very black and white. I think it could be. It depends who's...
Like I said, Jesus was saying there's a war going on behind the scenes and who gets a hold of the technology.
Because remember, the technology is not the issue. It's who's been behind it, because they've been manipulating with the technology.
But according to Jesus and what I believe, the light's going to win in the end.
It's going to save this planet and we're going to be okay.
So we're going to become superhumans. Superhumans.
We're going to be tested in the meantime.
Okay.
We can come through it. I mean, my ancestors went through 2 world wars and rations, and that could come, rations and stuff like that. But if you think about it, how much money and food have we wasted over the years? We overbuy food. It's become a very poisonous system, hasn't it? And it needs to break.
We will get there.
One more card. We're celebrating. New Adam and Eve. New Adam and Eve. What did he say as well? And I've had this prophecy before as well. He said there'll be smoke between 2 mountains. Something about the North Star. You'll have to listen back on it.
It's as if we're coming out
at the land of Nod. We were placed in the land of Nod by a reptilian race, and we were the experiment what's now gone out of hand, and we are breaking out at the land of Nod. The land of Nod, I think it's mentioned twice in the Bible, and now we are making heaven on earth, and we're being, well, frequencies are being pushed back down again, being heavily distracted and fired at from every angle, from the food chain to the air to the frequency, to what we're watching and what we're hearing. Wake up, do the inner work, for what is to come will be historic and will be biblical. We are rewriting history. We are rewriting history, guys. I hope that's helped. There's the lovers there. We hold the key, and we're not always going to feel like we're trudging in treacle. We've been stuck for too long. Don't get distracted. Don't get, a lot of you are being very triggered by media, by what's out there to do with politics and whatever side you bat on, wherever you live in the world. I mean, for a typical example, you've had all these crazy videos out there where coppers are turning up at people's doors because this person said this on WhatsApp and blah de blah de blah and all of that. And then we've all had a lovely Easter. We've all been able to celebrate Jesus. Jesus' Passover. Palm Sunday. Where he lived on. it's through it all. We're going to go to another level, guys. It's huge. Fasten your seatbelts. And I'll see you on the next transmission. We have the key. We have the key. And I'll leave that one with you. Stay safe. Stay vigilant. Stay happy. And stay well. Keep smiling. And I'll see you all again soon. This is your Psychic LJ signing out. Now, how do I get out of here? Oh, yes.